How's it going, everyone? My name is Primacon, and today I want to teach you how to build a pretty good looking and efficient early to mid game survival base in Subnautica, a base that'll easily carry you towards the end of the game. It's going to be functional, make a lot of sense, look pretty good, will not require any crazy materials, and it's something you would want to come back to after all your adventures in the deep big ocean. I do have a couple of disclaimers, but if you want to skip straight to the base building, you can jump ahead to this timestamp right here. But basically, there will be a few light spoilers in this video regarding early to mid game. I'm basing this base off of my own playthrough. Right now I'm 3 hours into Subnautica. I've explored around a little bit, and I highly recommend you do not go into base building like this unless you have explored a specific island. You will find an island which will have old decrepit bases that you can scan. It's pretty much essential because that's where you'll get the multi-purpose room, which is your main hub room that you need to create a base. You'll also get some more important equipment like farm that's really essential to having a base, and some other aesthetic pieces. Next thing I want to talk about is location, where to build the base. Honestly, when you start Subnautica, this area right here is called the Safe Shallows, and this area is pretty center on the map. A lot of people will have different kind of opinions in this game. There's no right or wrong answer because you can technically beat the whole game without ever even building a base. So don't let people gatekeep your opinions on where you want your base to be. Personally, building a base in Safe Shallows has always served me very well in Subnautica. The best part about Subnautica base building is you can deconstruct everything and get all your materials back, so if you want to move the base later on near the end game, you're very welcome to do so. A couple of factors that I kept in mind when picking a location is obviously the aesthetics, the resource availability, a nearby power source maybe if I want to power that base through thermal, and distance from the main hotspots in Subnautica. A good place to go is to just go northeast from your pod because these areas are a little deeper, which will allow you to build a bigger base rather than like something like right there because that's way too shallow. So usually going over here is like, if this is a pretty deep area, I don't think you'll ever need to go deeper than this to make a base, so this should do very well. Anyway, I'm gonna let the building process play out now, and I'll cut back in at the end to explain what I did and give you a full tour. So this basically completes the exterior build, and I'll explain what each room is and why I have placed them the way I have before we go on interior and finish the base on the inside. So first of all, there's 3 places of entry in this base. One's your moon pool, which you're probably going to be using the most when you come in here with your CMOT. Then the main entrance is this right here, this little hatch. It leads into this area, and then there's the third entrance, which is in your observatory, which is mostly there for aesthetic purposes. You can in fact delete this whole section out here, but observatory is so easy to make and it adds so much to the looks of your base that I have put it right here. Now let me explain what each of these rooms are. First of all, when you enter your base, you're gonna be entering into a main lobby, which is gonna be this little multi-purpose room right here. Right above this main lobby is gonna be your construction hub. This will have all your essentials like fabricator, your radios, your medkits, your storages, and I'll talk and show more about it as I build it. If you go to the left side of your base, this is where you'll find two very essential rooms. One of them will be dedicated to power and the other one will be dedicated to food. In this base, I'll be using the bioreactor as the main source of the power. Bioreactor is something you get very early on in the game. And because this base revolves around you having explored the island first, you will also find in the island your food sources. And food sources directly feed into the bioreactor, which means that this base could be built anywhere and it does not need a thermal power plant or need to rely on solar power. However, I still put in some solar panels in here as backup in case we need that backup emergency power right here. You can also put more solar panels pretty much all over your place. Now, I know you must be thinking about the hull integrity of this whole thing. Won't it collapse? Don't worry about it. I will show you where you can secure this base with hull integrity. Our main source of integrity will be the reinforcement walls as well as the bulkhead doors. These add a lot of integrity to your base. However, if you want to put in another foundation, one easy spot to put that foundation in is right under these rooms right here. Let's enter the base and start building the interior. And with that, finally, the base is finished. So this is what the outside looks like. I think it looks pretty good. Like, it doesn't look clustered or whatever. There's the moon pool, enough space between the main storage. You got your scanner room to get all your resources, moon pool to park your vehicles. Here's your lobby, your little entrance. I put little creep vines in here and acid mushrooms just to make it look nice. Got some solar power right here. Of course, up there's your observatory. You can also enter your base through here. And this one has like little spotlights over it, while these two domes have glass roofs and a couple of glass corridors. And I put this little reinforcement thing here as well. Put some couple of solar panels here, a floodlight. Looks really nice in the dark. Again, you can enter through your moon pool as well, but let's just go in through here, see what it looks like on the inside. So you enter in here. This is your lobby area. Of course, I got a coffee with some coffee cups and a flask and a little counter right here. Coffee is very important, kids. Couple of benches for people to sit down, you know, relax when they come here. Not enough space to sit. I guess I'm fat. Okay, a little wall planter right here, a little bar. This is just like a little decor hobby area. On the left is your food and power. So top here is your food area. You got some plants growing here, whatever you like. Couple of windows, your water filtration machine. I know this is pretty late game, but whenever you find it, you can put it right here. I put a vending machine here as well, just you know, food vibes. And of course a little poster, trash can to throw your shit. Nice sunroof. I think this room looks pretty good. And you can go down the ladder to your power, which for this base we're using the bioreactor, so you can take some Chinese plants right from here. Switch it over, your bioreactor will be active. I put a trash can here. I don't know why. It's not like this thing turns out any waste, but I guess if you replace it with nuclear power, you can put a nuclear disposal thing here. But I just have a trash can, I guess. And a couple of lockers if I want to store some Chinese plants for later. And some windows to look at your base through. Pretty nice. You can see this thing working. And of course, reinforcement. Reinforcement is important. Very important. So you can go out. This is your food power. I think they go hand in hand and it makes a lot of sense. Right side is your bedroom. Again, bulk door to keep it closed away from the main room. This is where you can go crazy with aesthetics. This is just kind of the concept where I came up with. Bed's very important because beds let you skip nighttime. And even your AI is like, you know, keep your workspace separate from your leisure space. So this is just for pure leisure. You got a couple of beautiful plants over here. Keep calm kitty to tell you to keep calm all the time. You know, I got a little Aurora miniature ship. Aquarium with some fishies in it. Some wall plants. A little bit of decor. Some toys I found. You know, a photo of a reef bag. Just whatever floats your fancy. Be creative with your bedroom. Because after all, it is your own bedroom. I feel like I should also mention there's a reason I didn't use things like the large room, for example. The reason I didn't use that is because that uses plasteel ingot, for which you need lithium. I'm just gonna assume you don't have easy access to lithium and you don't want to go farm plasteel ingots. Whereas everything in this room, in this house base, can be built pretty much from titanium and glass, which is very abundantly available early game area. So anyway, from your little bedroom, you can actually go up to the observatory. I made this thing out of glass because it gives that observatory vibes, I guess. It's nighttime now. Looks pretty cool. The reef bag sounds here are also really nice. I just made this little desk and study area, I guess. I like it. Looks pretty cool. You can exit the base from here too, if you like. Last but not least, of course, is your main command station. I put this aquarium here. It feels a little too large for this place. I don't have any fish in it right now, but I like the whole vibe of being able to circle this place. So that's just my aesthetic. If you think this is too claustrophobic, feel free to remove it and have just a large empty area. You got all your essentials here, of course. Your radio, your fabricator, your bed kits, some battery chargers for your tool, and a fuck ton of storage for all your storage needs. So this is your command central station here, where all the magic happens. It's pretty easy to access from you just enter your base and go straight up. Pretty simple. But if instead of going up, you wanna climb down, you will enter your moon pool and scanner room. I made this area as independent as possible. I'm imagining you're out here, you know, scan for some materials, la 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 la, it finds you, you go here, you jump into your Seamoth, you go out and explore, you come back, you park, You might want to fabricate something real quick. You might want to listen to your radio messages, upgrade your CMOD, upgrade your CMOD even further, have some little bit of storage, some power cells to, replace batteries of your CMOD. So this thing is pretty independent from the main base as much as I possibly could. Just because sometimes you don't want to go into your main base, you just want a moon pool and a scanner and a little quick storage and fabrication, right? So I made it like that. Of course, you can enter your main base right here, and you will be home. Of course, feel free to make any modifications you like. This is just my concept and idea for a little base. I know it's gonna be a lot of work, but Subnautica is not a very hard game. And if you just take one gaming session just to be like, okay, I'm gonna farm a fuck ton of titanium, a fuck ton of glass. I got all these little fragments from like the first 3-4 hours of playing where, you have a moon pool, you have a scanner, all these things are like lying around very close to like where you start. And you explore the island, most importantly. You get your multi-purpose room, observatories, you get your interior and exterior grow beds. All the essentials, I feel like you can put them together in this kind of contraption and make it look pretty cool, pretty functional, where things just go together and make a lot of sense. I hope you guys enjoyed this little build tutorial. Let me know what you thought. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. It's a good way to support my channel and it helps me grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with a new video. Primacon signing out.